If you have been looking at Sony 85-inch and still are not fully sure whether it is the right buy for your needs, that is exactly what this review is here to clear up before you spend your money. A lot of products can sound great on the listing and still end up feeling underwhelming once they are actually in your hands, so the real question is whether this one gives you solid everyday value, fits the way you plan to use it, and feels worth the price. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So, you're looking for a big screen TV that actually feels like a worthwhile upgrade, right? Not just another shiny box that promises the world but ends up being a pain to set up or just doesn't deliver when it counts. And if you're gaming on a PS5, you want something that makes those late-night sessions feel immersive without breaking the bank. Trust me, I've been there wasting money on tech that looks great on paper but doesn't hold up in real life. That's why I wanted to test out this Sony 85-inch 4K TV paired with their HTS 400 soundbar. It's the 2024 model, so it's got all the latest goodies, and honestly, it might just be the sweet spot for anyone who wants that theater-like experience without the theater price tag. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. Now, the first thing that stood out to me with this setup is how easy it is to get up and running. I know setting up a big TV can feel like a chore, especially when you're trying to align it just right or figure out where all the cables go. But with this Sony, the Google TV interface makes it stupid simple. All your favorite apps, Netflix, Disney+, YouTube, whatever you use are right there in one place. No fumbling through menus or dealing with clunky interfaces. And if you're like me and hate having a dozen remotes lying around, the Google Assistant integration means you can just ask your TV to pull up whatever you want. Want to watch The Last of Us? Just say it out loud. No need to grab a remote or scroll forever. It's one of those little things that makes a huge difference in day-to-day use. But let's talk about the screen itself. 85 inches is big like, whoa, did I just walk into a movie theater? Big. And the 4K clarity is exactly what you'd expect from Sony. Colors pop, blacks are deep, and the contrast makes everything feel alive. I tested it with some of my favorite movies and games, and the difference between this and my old TV was night and day. The HDR, especially with Dolby Vision, really makes highlights and shadows stand out in a way that feels natural, not overdone. And if you're gaming on a PS5, this TV handles it like a champ. The motion is smooth, the input lag is low, and the upscaling for non-4K content is actually pretty decent. I wasn't expecting that from a budget-friendly setup, but Sony nailed it. Now, let's talk sound because, let's be real, most TVs sound like tin cans no matter how good the picture is. That's where the HTS 400 soundbar comes in. It's not some massive, overpriced system, it's a 2.1 setup with a wireless subwoofer, which means you get that deeper bass without having a huge box sitting under your TV. The S-Force Pro front surround tech does a surprisingly good job of making it feel like the sound is coming from all around you, even though it's just the soundbar and sub. I watched a few action scenes with explosions and gunfire, and the bass was punchy without being overwhelming. It's not going to replace a full surround sound system, but for the price, it's a massive upgrade over your TV's built-in speakers. One thing I really appreciated about this setup is how well it handles everyday use. I'm not just talking about movie nights, I mean things like background noise while cooking, or having the TV on while I'm working in the same room. The Google TV interface is responsive, and the remote is straightforward. No lag, no glitches. And if you're worried about glare or reflections, the screen has a matte finish that cuts down on that annoying shine from windows or lights. It's the kind of thing you don't think about until you're stuck with a TV that's impossible to watch during the day. At the end of the day, this Sony setup delivers exactly what it promises: a big, beautiful screen with great picture quality, easy access to all your favorite content, and surprisingly good sound for the price. It's the kind of purchase that makes you wonder why you didn't upgrade sooner. If you've been on the fence about a big TV or just want something that's easy to live with, this is worth checking out. The link is below if you want to take a closer look. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.